A man stands in a humid, crowded courtroom in 1964. He isn't begging for mercy. He is staring directly into the eyes of the judge who wants him dead. He tells the room that the ideal of a free society is something he hopes to live for, but if needs be, it is an ideal for which he is prepared to die. The sentence isn't death, but it might as well be. Life. Permanent exile to a rock in the middle of a freezing ocean, Robben Island. The iron door slams shut with a sound that echoes through the corridors of history. 7 feet by 7 feet. That's his world now. His bed is a thin mat on a cold stone floor. His light is a single dim bulb that never seems to fully chase away the damp. He is prisoner 466-64. Every morning at dawn, the guards march them to the lime quarry. The sun is a blinding hammer against the white rock. There is no shade. There is only the rhythmic strike of the pickaxe. The glare is so intense it begins to permanently damage his eyes. But he refuses to look away. He tells the others to keep their heads up. Do not let them see you break. Letters from his wife, Winnie, arrive heavily censored. Whole paragraphs are cut out with razors, leaving only fragments of a life he can no longer touch. Years turn into a decade. The world outside is changing, but inside the walls, time is a slow, agonizing crawl. He begins to study his enemy. He learns their language, Afrikaans. He reads their history. He realizes that to defeat a man, you must first understand the fears that drive him. By the late 70s, the world is waking up. In London, New York, and Paris, thousands are chanting one name: Free Nelson Mandela. The South African government is feeling the squeeze. Sanctions are biting. The economy is bleeding. They need a way out, but they won't give up control. In 1982, they move him out of the island into Pollsmoor prison. It's a message. The chess game has entered the end game. Secret meetings begin. Intelligence chiefs come to his cell in the middle of the night. They find a man who is not a broken prisoner, but a statesman in waiting. They offer him freedom. The price? Just renounce the armed struggle. Just tell your people to stop fighting. He says no. He tells them that only free men can negotiate. A prisoner cannot enter into contracts. He remains behind bars while the country outside begins to burn. Then comes 1989. A new face across the table, F.W. de Klerk. A man who realizes that the old world is dying, and if they don't change, they will all perish together. February 11th, 1990. The world stops spinning for a moment. The gates of Victor Verster prison swing open. He walks out, not with anger, but with a smile. Beside him, Winnie holds his hand high. 27 years, ended in a single step. But the path to peace is paved with landmines. The country is on the brink of a bloody civil war. Extremists on both sides want the negotiations to fail. When a popular leader is assassinated, the townships explode. Mandela goes on national television. He doesn't call for war. He calls for calm. He tells the nation that a white man committed this crime, but a white man also stayed to help the victim. He balances the nation's rage on his shoulders. 1994 arrives, the first democratic election in the history of the country. People stand in lines that stretch for miles across the dusty plains. An old woman, nearly 100 years old, is carried to the front. She drops her ballot into the box. For the first time in her life, she is a citizen. The results are a landslide. The prisoner who once broke rocks in a quarry is now the president-elect of South Africa. May 10th, 1994. Pretoria, the very same city where he was sentenced to die. Now, he stands on the podium of power. He takes the oath of office. His voice is steady. He speaks of a rainbow nation, at peace with itself and the world. But being president is harder than being a prisoner. He has to fix a broken economy, house the homeless, and forgive the unforgivable. He invites his former jailer to his inauguration. He sits down to tea with the widows of the men who oppressed him. Then comes the 1995 Rugby World Cup, a sport seen by many as the symbol of the old regime. The crowd is 90% white. The tension is thick. Mandela walks onto the field. He is wearing the jersey of the team that once hated him. The stadium falls silent. Then a chant begins. quiet at first, then deafening. 65,000 people, mostly white, shouting his name. Nelson, Nelson, Nelson. In that moment, the country isn't black or white, it's just South African. He had used a game to do what politicians couldn't. He steps down after only one term, a rare move for a revolutionary. He says he wants to be a common man again, from a cold cell on a forgotten island to the highest seat in the land. He didn't just change a country, he showed the world that grace is more powerful than guns.